Yeah, here we are at Shawnigan Lake, the west end of the West Arm at Lake House. And we're going to be cleaning the milfoil using surface supply divers, using a hose and a diaphragm pump. And using that equipment, they should be able to pull the plants, introduce them into the hose, and not lose any fragments, as often occurs when you're trying to harvest milfoil using bags. Today we are probably undersized. We have a 3-inch diaphragm pump. I would imagine a bigger pump will work that much better, but we will be able to demonstrate that you can remove the plants in its entirety. You'll see on the front of the boat there's a dewatering table, and the pump will deliver onto the dewatering table, and volunteers will be raking the plants off the table into containers. And see the way that works. That's the delivery pipe there, the 4-inch.
Yeah.
And it just dumps water onto this screen here. And all you have to do then is rake it off into these bins. And the water just flows through the screen, and then there's a thing on the side to conduct it. It's dumped back at depth, so that if there's any turbidity, it's not apparent on the surface. So our objective today is to get 12 containers full of milfoil. So we've concluded our experiment for milfoil removal, and we've concluded from the work that we conducted that we can't use pumps that have impellers. We can't use diaphragm pumps because of their jerkiness. So what we've looked at and what has been used in the past are Venturi pump systems. So we are going to investigate those. They induce water flow without the flow of water having to go through an impeller or through the pump. So we'll get a Venturi-based system in place and continue our trials with milfoil removal. We successfully removed about 50 pounds of milfoil over the course of the 3 or 4 days that we were working at it. But we definitely plugged up the impeller on a fairly large hydraulic pump, and the divers were not in the water for that long a period of time, so we didn't really get a true test of the amount of material that could be removed in a unit period of time. So we're looking forward to further tests, and we are confident that this system, it's been proven in the States, it's being used currently for milfoil removal in a couple of locations in Canada, and that's the system that we're going to move to. So look forward to future experiments with milfoil removal in Shawnigan Lake. So we're in the final trials for this year for milfoil removal. It's February 20th, so we're towards the end of the season, and what we found with the divers today was that they were successful with the suction dredging system. We sorted that out. We were using burlap bags, which are actually compostable and recyclable. So that system all worked. The problem is that the milfoil at this point is degraded to the point where it's difficult. It's right down onto the sediment. So The conclusion that we've drawn now is that we should be looking at the shoulder season. That's going to be the end of September to probably December 1. During this time, the milfoil is still rigid, it's still easily extractable. The system, the Venturi pumping system that we've got, is excellent for the collection process. And so we'll convene, we'll stop the trials at this point, and we'll reconvene around the end of September in 2025 and just prove that that is the case, that that's the best time for milfoil removal.